What is up, everyone? Volathis here, and doing this kind of a first time recording. Final Fantasy XIV unveiled their patch 3.4 trailer, and I kind of want to dissect it a little with you guys. I will give a forewarning. This is my second time watching this. I watched it through the first time. Next time I'll probably just record this live for my first time. Don't know why I said live, but I will record it my first time. So I had to do a little bit of digging because I haven't played this game as much as I wish I had. There's some information there. So we have the first patch with this guy here. I don't remember exactly. He's talking about unveiling power, and I'm assuming, it's probably going to be another baddie. I can't remember the name of the bad guys. This is kind of embarrassing. And then, of course, next we have here Alexander's going to break free, doing a little bit of spinning and stuff like that. And, of course, we're going to be fighting Faust again. And that looks like the first boss. It looks like some kind of mutation here. We got some rooms here. Or rooms. I think this right here is going to be one of the second bosses. It looks like we have a very spiked floor, and they fighting each other. Oh, I think you can't move while you're spiked, and the walls are coming in. Looks like you got to do some dodging there, or maybe we'll just get knocked back because the spikes this time around seems to put us in place. This looks like the third boss here, which is transforming into like an sort of a airship. And you have to hop in on, or I'm guessing if you don't, you're going to take a lot of damage. And then next we have here, it looks like, of course, the final boss going to be a reincarnation here of Alexander. Now, this reminds, of course, of Turn 13. I'm very excited to be fighting Alexander. I'm hoping, kind of though, in the future that with our raids that maybe it's not always going to be, just this shrunk down reincarnation of the final boss. Although I get it, it makes sense. I just kind of want to see that in a different direction in the future. In fact, if we look at Alexander here, he's not as shrunk down as Bahamut was. Bahamut was shrunk down a lot more. So we'll have to see what goes on with there. We're still, they said a lot of this is going to deal with time. I'm wondering, after you take away so much of his health, he's going to rewind time. And I don't think they're going to have it where, it puts you back where you were in that time frame or reset your buffs. Could be a potential, but I highly doubt it. I think it's like a lot of the time might be, regenerating his health, or perhaps potentially maybe, if there's ads, maybe the ads come to life, and that's part of the time. And of course, next we have the apartments, which will be in all of the 3 wards. In fact, I think there's an apartment complex per ward. Now, I do have my own house in this game, but because of the lobby feature, I almost do want to get an apartment, which is going to be kind of sad because on the bigger servers, a lot of those people, they need just an apartment, just because of the fact that on higher pop servers, houses are a rare breed and they don't last long. And I just noticed something. They have the 2 dolls there. I can't remember the boss name. And then it looks like they have a marmot over there, but I shouldn't be focusing. I should be focusing on the aquariums. And I was told that, you can only have 1 per house, but you can put in, in the fish. And it looks like you can decorate, at least with the larger ones we have here, you can put in like some rocks and probably some aquatic plants maybe. And then I'm not sure how this is going to work because as we can see, the bigger fish here is taking up all the room. So maybe it works like, you can only have so many small fish, large fish, a certain combination. It makes sense, of course. It's the same thing in real life. Obviously, you can't just shove a bunch of fish in there and hope, it to work out. So, I haven't done too much fishing, so I do like the idea of an aquarium. Weird fact, can't remember the last time I've had a pet fish, but So I'll probably add on the aquarium. And then next we have, of course, like every patch, we have hairstyles. I don't think there's anyone in particular that I'm going to want to go for. Now this hairstyle right here reminds me of Final Fantasy 15. Just because of how it is. I'm not sure if that's what they're going for. And then we have some new outfits here. This looks, the one on the right looks kind of like a Native American getup, and the left one maybe kind of Eskimo-ish. And then I believe this is going to be our tone gear. Looks very sophisticated. We got the monocle. That looks like, you know, kind of like a visor covering. That looks like the tank on the left. I'm not sure how I feel about the helmet. And then this might be the dungeon gear here. And then we have the first dungeon here. So this should pull up here soon. What the dungeon title is, I can't remember. There it is. Zelotol. I don't. That may be the first boss, and then we have like an Ixel riding a balloon here with dual pistols. It looks like they may just keep coming in. It looks like when you shower the balloon, you get knocked up, or maybe if you kill the balloon explodes. I like how this, you know, looks here. It's very Garuda themed, of course, because we're dealing with the Ixels. And I don't think this is their lost village, I think. And then we have another Ixel here. It looks like, you know, like a tribe leader. He has the Garuda staff there. And then we have some birds. And then it looks like, oh, no. It looks like he summons Garuda. So that's an interesting thing. I'd like to see that maybe play out in the future, just kind of a throwback to those. And next we have the hard, the Great Global Library, hard mode, of course. And then here's one of the bosses. We're actually going to be fighting the book demon, or the demon from the book. It's going to get out and try to attack us here. Finding some books. Book's gonna throw you up. And then we have some kind of flame boss here. Reminds me a lot of the third boss in Alexander. And it looks like we have some coins here that we're gonna have to match up depending. Looks like sun and moon. So and then we have some marmots. So I'm assuming you're either gonna have to match the sun for sun, moon for moon, or the opposite, or something will happen. Next we have the final boss here, which, by the way, if they don't add it as a housing item, that is an idea. I would like that, just that chair. It's a very nice looking chair. If not from the library, which, I mean, they usually add in some kind of housing item. You know, I would almost expect like a like some kind of bookshelf or something from here. Oh, the bookshelves are vibrating for some reason in the background there. So he has some books, and then it looks like he summons Behemoth, who looks to be casting Meteor. I don't think we'll fight it, or if we do, it's not going to have that much health. Now this one I'm a little confused about with the duels. It looks like there's multiple duels going on at once. I don't know if that means, you know, you can interact with them, or maybe it's just showing that as a background feature, or maybe, you know, you're locked in with the person you're dueling. And then we have Hildebrand here. I haven't caught up on his story, which I think I've known. He's always been a dragoon. He just, you know, doesn't dress the part. At least that's what I want to say. And next we have the Grand Companies here, which, if I'm not mistaken, we're getting new ranks, and we're going to be getting the Adventure Squadrons. I think the other translation for it was like platoons. So it looks like they're training in the halls. I don't know if we're going to be interacting with them that way. And then what do we have here? Oh, so we have more of the Palace of the Dead. I haven't actually done this event yet. Looks like we're going to be getting new weapons. So I'm not entirely sure what to expect. Maybe these are new areas with the Palace of the Dead. We're seeing like the darkness, some ice. I'm assuming... So that they have the chest there, and I'm assuming this is a new item that we're dealing with, the little angel there. And then obviously this is supposed to be someone of importance that I probably forgot lore-wise. And then this is one of the things I messed up because I forgot which ones of the Warring Triads we're dealing with. I thought this was going to be, we're fighting the Angel. I usually go for lore. I go to Mr. Happy for this, you know, to his channel and watch his videos. And this is actually the Goddess. So I was kind of close, just because I don't remember of the Warring Triads. So some things to look in for. It looks like we're going to be fighting some angel ads. Probably clear them out and then fight. Otherwise we're going to fail. And then this part, you know, they're going to be swinging it back and forth. I assume probably not in the story mode version of this. We're going to fall off the edge, but I almost guarantee Extreme will probably fall off. At least that's how it always seems to be. And then we have the main scenario again, which looks like Titan's involved in that, or maybe in the cutscene, which we've been dealing with the Warriors of Darkness, so I'm assuming maybe that cutscene's linked to something. And then we have the twins, of course, and the Warriors of Darkness. Looks like there's a fire circle, so this is probably the setup to like a fight with them. And basically what I'm gathering from this, I don't think, you know, multiple people are going to be fighting them. I think we will fight them in just like a story event, but not like a group one. I could be wrong. And that about does it for the trailer. I'm very excited for this patch. I'm hoping, you know, to get back into Final Fantasy content. I've been very away from it just with my busyness and stuff like that. But, you know, with the new raid and everything, I'm hoping to be motivated to join in. And hopefully maybe even try out some Savage raiding. I actually have not touched it at all, which is a disappointment for me, just because of the type of person I am. So I'm hoping to hop back into this. Currently, I'm still working on that yokai, but I'm almost done. So probably what I'm going to be doing after I'm done is hopefully I have till like the end of the we have till the end of the month till 3.4 is here. So I'm going to hopefully try to grind that out, and then once I get the yokai, I'm going to hopefully get caught up in the story and everything, so I know what happens when we drop in 3.4. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment down below. What are you looking forward to the most? Usually in the raid contents, that's usually what I'm looking forward to the most, is the new raids. And then probably, you know, I always love the aesthetics we get, the little quality of life stuff that's going to be added. The platoons sound interesting. All of it sounds interesting. I don't think there's a negative I'm expecting out of these patches, nor do I usually do. The one thing that was pointed out, you know, is they were making hard modes of some of the old dungeons we have, and it seems like we're not going to be getting some of those, perhaps. But either way, both of those dungeons look fine to me, so I can't wait. And it's been a pleasure, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.